Hey guys, it's Otti again. I'm here at the Beds in the Attic Festival in Morecambe in England. Besides me is Alex from the band the Black Capes.
Hi everybody, this is Alex. Nice to be here.
Yeah, great to see you here. We didn't know each other before, but I saw you playing here and asked you if you do some interview. Now we do this. First of all, how would you describe the Black Capes to someone who never heard of you?
I'd say it's guitar-driven goth rock is the exact thing I would say. I mean, we have bits of post-punk here and there, and sometimes we even flirt with metal, but I would say we are a classical gothic rock guitar-driven band. So if someone wants to find something, that's what they should have in mind about us.
Yeah, good. Sounds really good. And I listened in once, and it was cool. So, and how and when did your story start?
I was playing in that band for past 20 years, Portuguese, and we had like a year that nothing was happening, and I was writing songs, and I had this friend of mine, Thanos. He was also into goth, and I was like, I have 5 songs. Do you want to do something, record them together? So I called some friend musicians. I told them, okay, this is the 5 songs I've written. We recorded them, we mixed them, we mastered them, and then everybody was like, hey, let's do this a band. It's coming out, really good. So we decided to make a band. We got signed to Dark Tunes, a German label, and it escalated from then without even knowing it. I just wanted to make an EP with 5 songs, never intended to do any live shows, and then it became a full-time band. So
are you still playing Portuguese or?
Yeah.
So you have 2 cool bands now.
Yeah, but totally different genres.
Yeah, fine, but this is sometimes the things that happen on occasion are the best, I think.
Okay, yeah. I think.
And when was it?
That was 2017, I think.
Okay. Almost 10 years now, 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
So, and what have been the most important turning points since then for you?
Actually, the bad turning point was COVID, probably for everybody, because you couldn't do nothing. So we released an album 2 months after lockdown for 2 years. It was really rough. But when we came out of the lockdowns, we released the 3rd album. And the turning point was when we started touring, because we wanted to do this so much. At the 1st album, it was really hard because you're a newcomer, nobody wants to book you. But on the 3rd album, we toured, we played like in the UK and in Europe. So yeah, that was a big turning point for us, I suppose, start touring.
So playing in UK, for example, did you play here around in this area?
This year, the past year, we played in London, Manchester, and Nottingham, and this is our first time in Morecambe. So, but it's really nice. The club is really nice.
Yeah.
We like the festival, and the guys are doing a really good job. So.
And it's growing and growing, so you know how it has grown.
Yeah, I know. A lot of friends of ours, like Wisborg, we've played together. They're from Berlin, and they were headlining at some point. So yeah, a lot of our friends from other bands have played because, in goth rock, it's a community music. So to me, goths don't care about what has hype, what's on right now. They have their own places they dress, they have their own festivals, their own clubs, they don't care. So it's a community, that's why we call it subculture, and everybody helps everyone, So that's the beauty of it.
Just funny thing, Wisborg are friends of us too. I think they are the band or one of the bands with the most interviews on our channel. So.
Oh, nice.
So see,
Konstantin, hi.
Great, cool. And here at Beds in the Attic, have you been here yesterday? I don't know.
Yeah. We enjoyed the show yesterday too.
So, what did you like yesterday about the festival?
We liked the variety in the people's faces, because you see all ages. You had young people and you had really old people. So it was a blend. And that shows that the scene is strong, because people came from other parts, like organizers from other festivals came here, let's say, to shop bands, to check out what's going on. So if this starts happening in a festival, it means it's a point of interest. So everybody wants to see what's going down. The organization was great, because they organized everything, from the moment we got on the plane to the moment we got to the hotel and here, and everything was really, they treated us really great. So the organizing is a huge thing when it comes to festivals, and the guys here are doing a really good job. The sound was nice, the stage is big, so it has all the qualities of a indoors, good festival for us.
And you told plane, so I think you had one of the longest travels to come here.
Yeah, we came from Athens, Greece.
Yeah.
So it was a bit because we had to fly to Manchester and then take a train to Lancaster and then take a cab to Morecambe. But yeah, it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
It's somewhat the same with us, but we came from Germany, so this was not that long flight.
Okay.
But and now this is why I have my paper. I think the current news, the current album looks like death.
Looks like that was our previous album. The latest album came out in 2022, and it's going really good because it was released from a label in the US and another label in Europe, and it's almost sold out all the vinyls and cassettes, so it's going really well. And it was our first step towards a bit more classic goth rock sound. And now we've just released one new single, and another one is coming on the 25th of this month. And our new album will be again with dark tunes from Germany in 2026. We got a lot of festivals also booked for next year. So yeah, once the new album comes out, we'll be touring around again. But go ahead and check our new singles.
Say the names for people.
We have Lament, XI, and Unwell Being. So give them a listen.
Written down.
Okay,
yeah. So, and what is Lament XI, for example, about?
Okay, it was a hard year for us because we lost a really good friend. He had a tragic death on a crash. So we lost him like 5 months ago, and I wanted to get it a bit out of my system. So it came out in the form of lyrics. So it speaks about losing someone you really love and you think he's a friend since forever, and you think you're gonna grow up with him, but at some point he dies. So it's exactly what it says. It's a lament, and we used to call him Zibalba, so that's why it's XI. Many people think it's 11, but it's his name. It's Xi, so that's lament for him. So yeah, it's not the happiest story, but hey.
Yeah, but this is what art is for example, express your emotions and deal with them, and maybe do some legacy for him.
Yeah, for sure. Even his brother commented on the video, said I missed your brother. Yeah, but it's and it's always whenever we play this song, I'll always remember him, his face, our time together. So yeah, it's a bittersweet thing, right?
Yeah,
a song about someone you lost.
Totally imagine, yeah, sure. And the upcoming single, what is this all about?
The Unwell Being is about mental states. A lot, even more and more people, the latest years, they struggle with anxiety, with panic attacks, with depression. So because a lot of our friends are in that mood, we wanted to write something about it because we live with that every day. We see it all around. And also the state the world is right now and the economy and everything doesn't help these individuals that already have problems with this kind of stuff. So we see it more and more, and we wanted to say something about it.
Also a good topic for sure.
Well,
so this is important to you to have some depth in.
Yeah, we usually talk about things that we face in our everyday lives. Okay, sometimes we write about werewolves or vampires. We're in the mood. Like you can go and see like the new Nosferatu movie and want to write a song about it because it was really beautiful movie. But mostly, we write about what we see every day on the streets, what happens, in our circle of friends and family, what happens in the world. Those are topics that speak to us more. So
you can say most of the topics are really, really deep, and some are like more dealing with cliches, for example, and having some fun about them.
It's about like I'm a huge comic fan and I read a lot of books, so I've written songs about books of Stephen King. I've written songs about comic characters, so I blend that sometimes in, but it's not the most songs.
I see.
It's like one here, one there.
I have to ask, which are your favorite comics and comic characters?
Okay, so I'll have to. When it comes to now, I really enjoy reading The Scorched, which is a Spawn spin-off. So I enjoy that very much. I enjoy the Sandman universe, whatever comes out there, Lucifer, the Sandman and stuff like that. I enjoy the X-Men is always one of my favorite comic books. And also from Dark Horse, Grendel, and the Umbrella Academy are really good. That's kind of the things I'm reading nowadays.
And are you a collector, or is it just that you then give
I
them?
started getting them when I was really young, and now I have some pieces that cost a lot of money, but I didn't intentionally did it. I wasn't a collector. I just have comics from 30 years back that they gained, the same with vinyls. Like I used to buy vinyls for, I don't know, I have like some vinyls, Typo Negatives, Bloody Kisses, the first edition. Now it's sold for, I don't know, $500 or something. And I bought it for like 30 when it came out. My intention wasn't, to have, but some stuff, become collector's items. You never know.
Yeah, but you don't say, for example, I want to have the whole collection of this comic series or the whole collection of this band.
I do when I really, really like it, but
Yeah.
not, in means of selling them, later on.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is gonna stay here when we're gone. My kids might burn it or whatever, but yeah, I like to read the whole stories.
Yeah, too. Yeah, sure, that's important, especially if you have ongoing stories. You want to have them from the
Yeah.
end.
It always breaks my nerves when I'm missing one because it didn't came. And I was like, oh.
See what you mean. And then when I was collecting stuff like this, for example, it was like you have to wait for the next issue for maybe a month or something like this. And when does it come out? Yeah.
It's the same. It was before Netflix came out. One episode every, now and then. But now, you have everything. Times change.
It loses its worth. Somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool. But now let's come back to you and your music, and then we'll come to an end story. But when you, for example, set up a set list for today, is it that you focus more on the new stuff or presenting for example, singles, or how do you mix this for a festival like this?
We got it's equally, distributed through our set list because we have 3 songs from the first album and another 2-3 songs from the second album, and then 5 songs like the 2 new singles and 3 songs from the last album. So yeah, we try to change the set list, every now and then. We don't want to repeat ourselves because we know that people that saw us in Nottingham or Manchester 5 months ago, they might be here. So we don't want to serve them, the same treats. We want to change it a bit. So it's from all our eras, We love our first album as much as we love the new album. So it's all our children. So.
And to come to an end, for today, besides your show for sure, what are you looking forward most to today?
I don't know, hanging out with the other bands, our friends, seeing Then Come Silence, seeing Pierce do his dance with with the band and the guys. It's being for 2 days, inside the community, share opinions, talk with people. That's very important for us, meeting new musicians, seeing old friends. It's a great thing, and it's something you can have every day.
Yeah, sure. And we're looking forward to your show and the rest of the festival as well.
Thank you very much, guys.
Do you want to have do some message, some greetings to the people outside?
Keep it dark, keep it goth, but in a good way. Don't overdo it. Support festivals, support the bands, no matter if they go on first or last. Buy the albums. The industry is a mess right now, and they need your help. So do whatever, all these things, and we'll see you on the road eventually. Take care and keep safe. Also, be there for one another. That's all.
Perfect. That was a great talk. Thanks for this.
Thank you. It was a great talk for me too, man.
People outside, thanks for watching the Black Capes. Check them out and say bye-bye. Cheers.
Bye, guys.